Hello, welcome back to database tutorials. In this tutorial, I'm going to speak about SQL. So in the past tutorial, we have seen how you can create a database, how you can create a table, how you can add a record, and how you can assign a primary key to your table. So in this tutorial, I'm going to start the lecture about our SQL. So the basics, SQL is the structured query language. That means there is a structure for each, and it is a query language, query that is like a question that we ask to the database. Now, SQL is the standard language that is used across most types of database to perform operations. So we might be interested in performing various operations, and as far as database is concerned, and in this case, we'll be using different SQL commands, whereby we'll be able to define the table, we'll be able to change the table, we'll be able to add data to the tables, we'll be able to search the data from the tables, we'll be able to perform the calculations from your tables. For this tutorial, I'm going to cover the last three things, that is to add the data to the tables. That is what this tutorial is about. Also, you'll be able to search the data thought in the coming tutorials. Also, you'll be able to perform calculations from the coming tutorials. So to define the table, it's simple, of course, the create table name and other command that will be learned in the coming tutorials. The first command is called insert into. So this command is the basic command, of course, and this is used to add a record, or is used to insert a record to your table. So if you want to insert the record, we have seen in the previous tutorial, I have just used the normal interface to interact with in adding the data. So in this tutorial, we'll be using a simple commands to add the data to our table. Now the syntax or the formula that we always use is as follows. So you just say insert into, and then we say the table name. Example, insert into student. And then we have some of the columns that we had, of course. Sometimes it's not must to specify the columns, depending on the type of data that you are dealing with. So also for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to specify the columns since I want to insert all the values to my table. So let us see the practical part of it. Yeah, so in the last tutorial, we have seen how you can create this kind of table and insert some data to this table. So in this tutorial, we're going to check how you can use SQL to insert the data to this table. So the procedure is really simple. Just need to go to create, and then after create, just go to query design. Then after that, you'll see that we have the SQL, that is what we'll be dealing with. So just click on the SQL, of course, then go to our SQL view. So now you'll be able to have the window where you'll be able to type your data. So the command as we learned is insert into, and then we just need to say the table name. The table name for this case is student, and then I'm going to have the keyword values. So I'm using the capital letters to indicate the already defined fields, of course. So insert into student, then we have the values. So values, we now just go with the columns. So the first column is ID, and the last ID there is 4. So the next ID will be 5. Then comma. Then we also have the first name. So we just going to call, maybe the first name is Nicholas. And then we just use the double quotation to enclose the given things since they are the normal strings. And just put comma, and then also put a double quotation after the first name. Then we have the middle name. Let us say the middle name is Malia, and then close the double quotation, put another comma, and then we have the sex is male. So you also put a quotation since it's as text. Then also put comma, then again put the double quotation. After the male, it's the date of birth. So let us say I was born in 01, 02, 2000, right? Then close the double quotation, then put a comma again. The last field there is the major. So this guy is majoring science. Then close the quotation, then also close the bracket. So now once you're done, goes under the design tab here, we have the query, and then here we have the run. So just click on run. It will ask you that you're about to append one row, or you're about to add one row to your database. So if you agree, just say on yes. And then you can now go back to student. Of course, we don't see the results, but just refresh on it so that you'll be able to see the results. So you'll see the Nicholas Malia male February 00, that's 2000 science. The name is there. You can also add another name, maybe ID number 6, and the name is Mehmet, let us say. And then the second name is Sami. So I'm just using the same thing. He is a male, of course. Let's say he was born in March that way. He's also majoring in science. He's a male. So again, go to the query design, then just click on run. So we have added also one record. Let's just add the next record, maybe ID number 7. And the name is Lisa. The second name to be Sele. This is a female. So it is a female. She was also born, let us say, in 2000. She was also majoring in science. Then just click on run. So you can see something is missing from this point of view, and that is, let me check what was missing. Here is science. Something is missing. So it's the syntax operator. This one in the query mismatches. Okay, so I think on the Lisa, we missed it to have the quotation mark. That is why it wasn't working on our side. So after that, then you can just click on run. So you know will also be added. Let me add also the last record. That will be our ID number 8, and the name here to be maybe Abigail. So the B has to be small letter. Abigail, and the middle name to be Jiao. She is also a female. Let's just leave the date of birth that way. She's also majoring in science. Then just click on run. So the record has also been added to our table. At the moment, you don't see, but if you just click on refresh all, you'll be able to see that all the data has been added to our table. So that's how we add data to the table using SQL. Remember, the command is there, insert into, and then the table name, then add values, then the columns for your values. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome again for the next tutorial.